chapter 2 of 1 Peter verse 21, it says, "For even hereunto were ye called, for even hereunto, for this were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example, that ye should follow his steps." That is the calling. So we are called to follow Christ, not just to follow him, to emulate Christ. We are called to emulate him. This is the apex. This is the, this is the height of our Christian profession or Christian confession, to become like Jesus. Let's look at scriptures now again to buttress this fact now. Let's look at the book of Romans. This is the height of Christianity. Romans chapter 8. Very important. Remember again our principle: at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every truth, every word shall be established. Romans chapter 8, for verse 29. Romans 8, verse 29, it says, "For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren." You see it now? It said we are being predestinated to be conformed to the image of his Son. We have been predestinated to become like Jesus, to resemble Jesus. Of course, we look at the first layer, the call to follow him. And I said it means to forsake all, to come out from sin. The second layer is the call to holiness. Now, beyond just saying we are holy and living a righteous life, the highest or the height of our calling is to become like Jesus. Whether you are an apostle, an evangelist, a prophet, a pastor, a teacher, whatever your specific calling, the height, the peak of our call is to be like Jesus, is to resemble Jesus, is to mirror Jesus, is to reflect Jesus. He said, "For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren." Let's see Ephesians now, chapter 4. Ephesians chapter 4. "At the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every truth, every word shall be established." Chapter 4 of Ephesians. Look at it from verse 13. Chapter 4 of Ephesians, verse 13. "Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto a mature man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ." You see it now? So the height of our maturity in Christianity is to have come to the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ, that will resemble Jesus in all areas of our lives, in all manner of conversation.